Yo guys, how's it going? It's your boy Dom, and I've just been watching this Mariners game. It's game two. Yesterday I went live with my boy Jack, and we just kind of began our coverage of the 2020 MLB season. This season's weird. As Jack mentioned yesterday, every single game is worth 2.7 in like a 162 game season. So if we lose this game, it's like we've gone 0-5.2 or almost 0-6 basically. And if we get swept in this 3-game series, then it's gonna be like we went 0-9, and that sucks. It's like or like 0-8 almost, because 7.9. Anyway, we're not here to do math. And we're not here to look at our playoff chances because those are kind of a pipe dream. But I am here to analyze a little bit of what we got going on, and I'm gonna see if I can not have Root Sports on mute, but have it in the background just a little bit. Hopefully that's chill. Anyway, basically, to start off, I'm gonna look at I'm gonna talk about yesterday's game first. Lewis homered early, and it made the crazy sound. And that's awesome. And he actually continued it today. So we've got one really good thing so far to talk about. That's Kyle Lewis. Let's start with some pros. We got to start there. Kyle Lewis. Kyle Seager yesterday hit a homer too. And, both of them were hot at the end of last year. If we can have some hot Kyles, to keep us, and Kyle Seager up to bat right now. Had a double in the first today. So those guys are both off to a pretty hot start in the first 2 games at least. But like I said, each game counts for 2.7. That stat has been ringing in my mind, and I'm gonna stop mentioning it now. But yeah, just every game is like 3 games. Every game is like a whole series. It's crazy. We've never had anything like this. It's gonna screw up all the record books. Oh shoot! Oh. Yep. Oh no, that's foul. I thought Siegs just had one in the corner. Michael Brantley was chasing it down. Siegs was almost a second. He thought that was fair. Brantley chased it down. He thought it was gonna be fair. And yeah, so positive both of the Kyles. That's Kyle Lewis, Kyle Seager. Let's see. Marco looked he did well early yesterday, even though he gave up a couple runs, a couple homers, got a little flustered. I think he did a pretty good overall job. Can we find any more positives? D. Gordon is back. I remember in one of my videos, I don't remember which one, I said that D. Gordon would be back in less than a week. I gave it a week before D. Gordon's back playing every day, and they said he's getting 3-4 games a week. Dipoto said he's going to work him in. He's supposed to get about 3-4 games a week in his new role, kind of being a super utility, like left field, second base, who knows. The boy Kyle Lewis is up again. It's always good to see this guy. It's 1 for 2 with a solo homer and a walk. That's nice. Both the Kyles. Marco had a decent outing. Positives. I can't think of any more positives, so let's start heaping on the negatives. All right. Let's start with the fielding. The fielding is better than last year. It's not as atrocious yet as it was in the middle of last year, and all of last year really. But it definitely, when Marmolejos and Crawford ran up in the outfield and they didn't catch that one ball, it looked like they really poorly tracked it. I was talking to Jack today, and he said he thought that hit the ceiling. But if that didn't hit the ceiling, then it just looked like they just tracked it way 10 feet away, which I don't know how that happens. That was the first huge error that made me get Marmolejos out of left field and put D. Gordon in. And I'm glad to see D there today. He's obviously made a couple decent plays today. And he has overall just good awareness, everything. I mean, dude's won Gold Gloves. Crazy athlete. Here's another positive. Austin Nola is actually a pretty good defensive catcher. He's been catching for a while. He's like 29, I believe. He's been catching for a long time, and he's been and he has looked pretty good behind the plate, better than most backups would. Which, remember, Tom Murphy got hurt, so he's now a backup catcher. He's 1 for 3 today. I think he had a hit yesterday as well. So Austin Nola is doing pretty well. There's a couple positives. Oh, Evan White's really fast. Evan White looks like Usain Bolt around in the bases. Yeah, that's another good thing. I'm gonna go look at my text with Jack yesterday. I had a couple things I wanted to mention from there. Oh yeah, so Joe Thurston is our new first base coach. I just noticed that. So that's cool. There's not much to talk about there, though. As long as he doesn't diss our players like Scott Van Slyke or whatever. Yeah, or Andy Van Slyke, whichever one was our coach. I can't even remember. I think it was Andy Van Slyke was our coach, and then his son Scott Van Slyke was the Dodger. But anyway, yeah. Oh yeah, I was telling him that the Astros were having a hard time seeing the ball early without cheating. Marco got a couple strikeouts early yesterday, and then he said the ump isn't giving him the benefit. I said, and the ump wasn't giving him the benefit of the doubt early. I thought he was giving it, definitely calling more strikes, if it was on the line than balls. All right. Nola's battling Cy Snead right now. He's having a good at bat. And that Lewis homer got my heart happy. I texted a bunch of people with their story who were watching the game. That made everybody happy. We just went up and just was like, baseball's back, Kyle Lewis hit a homer. It's a tight moment. Dave Sims, honestly, I haven't loved Dave Sims in the past, but hearing his voice has been awesome the last couple of days. Yeah. Yeah, I guess Joe Thurston is Perry Hill's interim, who's our infield coach, obviously. Was with the Marlins when D was there and won a Gold Glove. They pointed that out on 710 yesterday. Shout out to them. And yeah, now he's here with us. Yeah. Anyway, some other bad things I wanted to talk about, though. Let's go some other notes. Yeah, anyway. Today. And then yesterday, basically what happened. So it was good like that early on. That was about the third inning. I stopped saying stuff to him. And then it kind of dissolved from there. I'm going to go look at the game notes again. Hey, what's up? Hey, what's up, Steven Land? That's what's up. Hey, thank you, bro. Hey, oh, and by the way, this jersey was a custom. I actually got it when I was a 8th grader. And it's got the Dave Niehaus My Oh My patch. Shout out to him. He had that great opening day video. I'll actually play that tomorrow for the last game of this opening series. Yeah. Anyway, and then this jersey was a custom. I also had to buy this patch at the Mariners team store and sew it on because they didn't give me one with this for whatever reason. I bought this off MLBshop.com though. It was the teal back when it was a couple years before the cool base was a thing, and on the back, it's kind of a weird lettering that they have on the back, but MLB Shop didn't quite do this amazing, but it still looks pretty nice. But it's custom scheme. That's my name. And then 30 because that's my birthday, October 30th. And don't want to give out too much info, but anyway. Yeah, I'm going to do a jersey collection video soon, by the way, eventually. Hell yeah. And yeah, shout out to you, Steven. Shout out to you're from Florida. I remember Miami, I believe. Correct me if I'm wrong. Also, I wanted to ask you: are you a Marlins fan? So I think the Marlins are pretty tight. I got a Marlins hat, even though I'm not the biggest. And even though they're not the best team, I think their hats that they had came out with last year were really tight. And yeah, the Mariners are kind of. This is like our first slow death of the season. Welcome to our first slow Mariners death of the season. We've got Taylor Williams going in for the first time. He spent 2017 and 19 with the Brewers, 5.23 ERA, 72.1 innings pitched, 71 games, 2-4 record, 76 strikeouts in 72 and a third innings is actually not bad. So over a strikeout an inning. And he's threw quite a few, but that ERA is a little high. Yeah. Oh, by the way, we haven't plunked anybody this series yet. I really wanted us to plunk some guys, but we haven't. I think it looked like Brandon Brennan was going to earlier. That's something I want to talk about for today's game, actually. Oh, yeah, shout out. I see this comment. Sweet, this is awesome. See, nice customized. Yeah, really awesome that you have Niehaus. I'm from Kansas City, though I was born in Florida. So Royals are starting slow. Also starting slow. Yeah, so that's sick. Florida boy. And now you grew up in Kansas City. That's tight. And the Royals, yeah, you guys also have a rough year this year, probably ahead of you. Whit Merrifield, good. Hunter Dozier's on the IL. That's too bad. Does he have COVID? I can't remember. Or is he actually injured? And then, obviously, you guys got Salvi Perez still. And that's really... You don't have many players from that World Series team, though. Hey, stay hydrated, everybody. Especially with COVID. Ooh, nice strike, Taylor Williams. So he's facing Josh Reddick. He just got him on an 85 little... That might have been a curve. I wasn't watching really until he threw it, but it looked like a slider or a curve, and he really got Josh Reddick there. He was right in the zone. And there's a pop out. First out of the eighth. First out of the bottom of the eighth. Another comment. I am surprised they have not did that. They have not did that. I'm surprised they have not did that. I know the Royals actually did plunk, and they question about, well, he has COVID. Oh, yeah. And yeah, it sucks because what was I going to say? The Sports Show's question about the Royals plunking the Astros during spring training. Oh, yeah, they did. And we haven't plunked anybody. I hoped we were going to. It doesn't look like we're going to. Brandon Brennan was a little erratic earlier today. Dave Sims was saying he thought the dude was just being erratic, but he was painting, like, if this was Mike's strike zone, like, he was painting right here, and it was right when Bregman, Correa, Altuve all came up. So I thought he was going to plunk one of them, but he just barely didn't. And Marco didn't really try at all. He didn't try at all. Yeah, and he didn't even throw anything that way, really. Anyway, yeah, Brandon Brennan had kind of a mediocre... He was kind of sporadic, like... He had a couple... He throws hard, and he has a decent amount of command, but, he just doesn't have the... I don't know if... he's too erratic to be a good reliever. The other word isn't coming to my mind than erratic right now. But, he's reliever is the most volatile position in all of sports, is what I say. Because you could, like Edwin Diaz, you can have the best year one year, and then you can have a terrible year the next. Shout out to my two viewers in the stream right now. Man. And I've got a couple videos coming soon. First of all, I'm gonna show you guys the actual fantasy baseball team I drafted in the, my league that I actually am doing, that I did last year. That was super fun. And I'm gonna cover. I think it's just a fun way to cover players. I'm gonna figure out a fun way to cover that. So, and to cover fantasy baseball, but also cover it my way, and kind of just update you guys on my team and why I pick guys, why I pick them up, why I drop them, who I think. But also, like, so it's gonna be through my perspective, but it's gonna be like a daily, it's gonna be like a fantasy baseball show, telling you guys, giving you guys advice and telling you guys what I'm doing. Yeah, not from like an expert's point of view, but from, from the trenches, from the real people who are just trying to do fantasy baseball, trying to win. And my league this year, we've got like a start limit, so we can't. We can't stream pitchers anymore. Anyway, yeah, my guess is they just don't notice the game. Oh yeah, and that jersey collection video, I'll get up soon. I said I was gonna do it at 10 subscribers. I remember. I'm thinking more like 15 now. I've fallen into a total rut, like not making videos, if you've noticed. I'm just going to try to get into like a more consistent video making pattern. And if you can notice, like the State of the MLB videos I made in iMovie, those are actual videos like that I take a long time to like put together, that I upload. And these live streams are real easy. I just kind of hop on, give my thoughts on something, cover something. And a lot of these that I don't really make even too much notes. I just kind of talk about my experience and what I'm seeing. And it's obviously going to get better over time, but I need to get more consistent. And the jersey collection video is going to be a badass video. I think that's going to be like a really good video, and I want to be able to like be proud of that. So once I'm consistently making like iMovie videos, then I'm gonna film, edit, put that together. It's gonna be a good video that I think that I will be proud to leave up on my channel for a long time. Because these live streams are great, but they're not the end goal. They're just kind of me getting started here. And tell me what you guys want to see. Obviously, Steven, you want to see some like, I'm down to cover like jerseys, and I'll even show you my hat collection videos, too. Like, I'll do some of that stuff just because it's, if it's what the people want, it's what the people want. And thank you, Steven. You're obviously one of my biggest fans, and you're really fun to interact with in these in the live chat, because it's good practice for me and everything. Yeah, and the live streams are nice during the games, right? And I'll gather more subs once I can consistently upload and consistently put out quality, which I don't think I'm consistently putting out. I'm totally beginner with this, but yeah, I'm gonna get steady with it. And once I'm up, Steven, I'll be sure to include you in some discussions and some talks. I'll have you on and we can talk about the Royals if I start a podcast that's really badass, thanks for the early support. It means a lot. And this Mariners game is also just finishing up. It's a really slow death today where we got to watch, we're down 7-2. We were down 5-1, and then Kyle Lewis hit another homer. Then Bregman and, what's his face? Correa, I think. Hit another hit, two of their own. Now it's 7-2. And Vogelback was our only All-Star last year, obviously. And it'll be nice to see him get off to a decent start, because he's like, I worry about him streaking more than he does. He's got a really good eye. He kind of learned from Cano. Hey, thank you, Steven. Definitely. Vogelback, like, he's a swaggy player, right? He learned a lot of stuff from Cano, about the way he goes about his business and like works and stuff. He's a real professional. But the problem is, he isn't like, he's a little too tense. He's a little too like tight. He's not like he doesn't look like he's having fun enough. He's a little stressed out or something. Yeah, like he swings at pitches. I mean, Roberto Osuna's throwing his first pitches of the season right now. One of the best closers in baseball. When he's not cheating. Or doing domestic violence or whatever he did last year. I forget. Let me look that up real quick. I totally don't remember what he did. Yeah, it was domestic violence. Which is not cool, obviously. But you never know the full story, so can't really bash him. That's not my job. That's not how I cover this. I like to cover the actual baseball. And man, Martin Maldonado is actually having a good start to the season against us. I mean, it's no surprise the Astros catchers always seem to hit well in the lineup. And Martin Maldonado is not a bad hitting catcher. He spent last year with 3 different teams: the Cubs, the Brewers, and the Angels, and the Astros, I believe. And he was with the Angels before that. He's 4 for 8 with 4 ribbies already. Oh yeah, Ahmad. That's like once I have a live stream, I think there's like I can appoint different viewers of mine to have like priority in the chat and help instruct the other subs and stuff. I'll tell you once I get huge. Once I have 100 people on here and then I'll need like a mod, and you'll see. Ooh, all right. It's nice to see D running trying to leg out an infield hit. That's tight. But man, Bregman's got that arm. Bregman scoops it up, and Bregman's got like Tulowitzki-esque fielding instincts. The way he can like scoop a ball up out of the dirt and sling it so quick. And I mean, his hitting, he's got that nice level swing that ruins left-handed pitching. Excuse me. JP up to bat now. JP's 2 for 3 with a triple, a single, and a run scored today. So at least he's having a nice start to the series. I mean, he has these days where he has, a couple hits, great contributions. He's a pretty consistent fielder, and he has some great plays like that one last year, one of the best defensive plays all year in baseball. Oh, by the way, Malik Smith's huge chain, I think that's pretty swaggy, but I'd really like it if he could just not get struck out in such frustrating fashion. And honestly, Malik's is the type of guy where you want him to be good, but he's just, and he's in the on-deck circle. So hopefully he'll have a chance here to pull it out. So we're in the 9th inning. Man. Now we're 3-1. So the 3-1 to J.P. Crawford in 9th inning. Yeah, Mariners fans, Seattle sports fans. I'll definitely figure out. Those will be my 2 main target demographics. At first, and I'm gonna try to cover more Seattle stuff, more Mariners, rather than just covering the broad MLB or NFL, or broadly whatever. And I'll make a video about the Kraken, even though it's a little bit late at this point. Even I wish I could get one up the other day, but I've got a lot of stuff in my daily life as well. I'm gonna try to just get videos up as often as possible. I'm gonna try to get some iMovie videos up though, like maybe an iMovie video on Monday. Like I've got actually a really badass video about. Oh, let's go, JP. All right, JP, let's go. Is he going to go for 2 triples today? JP just got 2 triples today. JP Crawford just got 2 triples today. Wow. I don't think I'm even allowed to show this, but You can't even really see it. Hopefully that's good. Hopefully the YouTube doesn't catch it. You can kind of see it. Look at this. He legged it out. And it was easy though. The place he put it, and by the time they got to the infield, he's already there. I find the best. Hey, thank you, Steven, and I agree. Yeah, I'll tell you about the Kraken. I'll make a good video about the Kraken. I'll have that out by Monday for you. For all you guys. Malik Smith is 0 for 3 today. Oh, come on, Malix. That's the end of the game. All right, and I'll end it in a couple minutes here, man. It's disappointing though. 7-2 is our final score from Houston in Game 2 of our 60 game COVID shortened MLB season, 2020 MLB season. Shit. That's like going, man. Kyle Lewis is not happy. Kyle Lewis is definitely my number one high point so far, followed by J.P. Crawford now after his 2 triples today. Neither of them have had an error in the field either, so that's really nice to see. And Kyle Lewis is playing center, so it's nice. Well, and let's end it on those 2 positives. My player of the game, my Mariners player of the game yesterday, Kyle Lewis. Mariners player of the game today is J.P. Crawford for those 2 triples. Thank you to Stephen Land for tuning in, and whoever else is, feel free to say hi in the chat, or just to tune in. With that being said, I've been live from Seattle. It's your boy Dom. I'll see you guys in the next few days, and peace.